Merry Christmas, Horizon. We hope you and your family are having a wonderful and happy Christmas. Over the last few weeks, we've been exploring the songs of Advent, and today we're wrapping up that series by looking at God's song. C.S. Lewis in his Narnia story and Tolkien in his Middle-earth story both imagine God as creating the world through song. And I don't think that's such a far-fetched idea. Anthropologists say humans have been making music for at least 35,000 years, and it's a universal human trait. Every culture in all time periods of history make music. Some linguists think that music predates speech, and that before humans learned to speak, they sang. Music might be the first language of the universe, which brings us back to God. In John 1:1, it says, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning, and through him all things were made. Without him nothing was made that has been made. In him was life, and that life was the light of all mankind. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it." Skip down to verse 9. "The true light that gives light to everyone was coming into the world. He was in the world, and though the world was made through him, the world did not recognize him. He came to that which was his own, but his own did not receive him. Yet to all who did receive him, to those who believed in his name, he gave the right to become children of God. Children born not of natural descent, nor of human decision or a husband's will, but born of God. The Word became flesh. He made his dwelling among us. We have seen his glory, the glory of the one and only Son, who came from the Father, full of grace and truth." This is one of my favorite passages to read about during the Advent season. While it may not be the traditional story about shepherds and mangers and wise men, it is retelling the same event from a cosmic level. There was light in the darkness, a light that the darkness could not overcome. The Word became flesh and made his home with us. Literally, it can be translated, he tabernacled with us, just like in the Old Testament, where there was this mobile tent where the presence of God would show up and travel around with Israel. In Jesus, God showed up. Now, this word translated word here, the Word became flesh. This is a Greek word, the Greek word logos. And most of our English translations have decided to translate logos as word in English, but it actually has a much more complex meaning. The usual Greek word for word is lexi, like where we get our English word lexicon. It's a book of words. But logos was primarily used by philosophers. It was a word they used in an attempt to explain the invisible reason or intellect or the animating force of reality. It's what they imagined kept the planets from spinning off into space or our cells from exploding inside our bodies. John is borrowing from the Greek philosophers here to say, yes, there is an animating intelligence behind reality. There is an invisible hand holding everything together. It wouldn't be far from classic rabbinical thinking to say, in the beginning, the Father, Son, and Spirit began singing. They sang in perfect harmony a song of life and love, and as they sang, celestial beings were created who joined in the harmony, singing along as the Father, Son, and Spirit sang and led the song, joining the chorus of the Logos, the song at the heart of the universe. Soon terrestrial beings were created by the song, and they joined in the singing too, keeping harmony with the Father, Son, and Spirit. As planets and animals were created, they joined in the song too. But a celestial being began to sing off-key, to take the music in a new direction. He attempted to lead the song instead of following the beat. And soon humans followed and began to sing off-key as well. Soon they were singing a song of darkness instead of a song of light, a song of death instead of a song of life. John is saying the Son, the author of the song itself, has become terrestrial in order to get the terrestrial song back in harmony with the divine song that all of creation was created to sing. Right now, our world is singing off-key. Sickness, racism, poverty, war, and disease are not the song that God wrote for our world. Jesus came to teach us how to rejoin the ancient, eternal song of light and life. At Advent, we look back at his arrival, the moment God intertwined his eternal future with ours by becoming human. And at the same time, we look forward to the day that he will end the song of darkness and death forever. If all of this is sounding a little abstract, a little too metaphorical, consider this. Everything in the universe is humming on a frequency. All objects have a natural frequency or a set of frequencies that they vibrate at. Here's a video of NASA making music out of the waves that exist in the Milky Way. There's not a medium in space for the sound to travel through, but there are still gravitational waves and particles that are making music in our universe. Just listen. Or listen to how the bioelectricity in mushrooms sound. This blows my mind. The Apostle Paul says in Romans 8:19 that all of creation is eagerly awaiting the children of God to be revealed in his kingdom. Creation is anticipating the moment that we rejoin the divine song. When Jesus comes again, the chorus of every man, woman, and child will rejoin this eternal song of praise. So as you gather with your friends and your family today, and you open presents and you sing carols surrounded by colorful lights, remember at the heart of the universe is a song. When we are filled with joy, we are joining an ancient carol that predates creation. We're singing along with trees and supernovas to declare the glory of our God. And the author of that song has entered the story to redeem the plot, to rescue us, to restore us. He became like us so that we might be called children of God. And the whole universe is waiting eagerly for the day he returns so that we can all burst into one glorious united song of praise. From all of us at Horizon, we hope you and your family have a very Merry Christmas.
Yourself a merry little Christmas.